Hey, what's up everybody? I am Undying Blaze, and today I will be playing some Kerbal Space Program. Last episode was really boring, and I apologize for that, and this episode I will probably be editing at least a little bit. If not, I will most likely be putting at least some music in here, so that it isn't as boring. I don't want my episodes to be boring at all, so yeah, you can guess why. So basically, I determined that my rocket needs some serious work. Some very, very intense work. So, with any luck, I will have a really good rocket by the end of this episode. If without luck, well, yeah, you can guess. Let's grab this. Medium ship with lander Mark II. Wonder what I should do. Maybe... It's really difficult. Don't want to kill a Kerbal. Whoop. So see, this is my beautiful ship. Need to do everything different with it, I guess. I just love this ship. It's just... Oh my gosh. I just want to get to space, but I'm just dying all the time. Not like in the game, I'm just dying. You know, don't worry about me. I'm just, gonna die here. Not really, but it feels like it. I could make it a leg machine and just add a bunch of rockets to the bottom. Or, I'm just going to go back to basics. I'm going to create a new ship. A really, really simple little ship that should be able to work. What do I've got? Really small heat shield. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a ship that I think will get... Wow, this thing's max temperature is higher. Alright, so, yeah, I'm just going to try to get to the North Pole. I apologize for how much concentration is lost when I'm actually building science. There we go. Okay, I was like, I don't have the science junior thing? Could have sworn I had it, but I do. So I'm just trying to go really small while still having everything that I really need. So this is included. I'll need a mystery goo containment unit, as well as 4 parachutes. Maybe this isn't a good idea to have here. I don't know, it should be fine. I think you can still climb out. If only I had ladders, everything would be so much easier. Because I need to do surface samples. And I can't do that until I have ladders. I think that's pretty much good. Oh, I need a parachute on the top, and then I need landing gear. Whatever, I'm gonna separate these out now. Whoop, no, I want that one first, sorry. Then, all the landing gear. I think it'll still work with landing gear on it, right? Yeah, it looks good to me. Maybe I could even put more. It'll still deploy, right? Okay, sounds good. So, some batteries, not that many batteries, oh my gosh. When I say some batteries, oop, that's what I mean by some batteries. This is kind of stressful, because I don't know how well this is going to go. So let's just put a stacked decoupler here. Alright. And then a fuel tank for maneuverability. That one's probably fine. Just one of them. And that there. And of course a decoupler. And I'm just going to try putting in a structural thingamajig here. And a fuel tank, a very nice and big one. Let's pick this up and move it a little bit. I just want to have a simple rocket that's aerodynamic and will fly straight up. It'll be great. So, a skipper. Then we will... I don't know, I think that's probably all we need, and then we just gotta put a nice big group of the giant rocket engines on it. And then some nice fins right here. There we go. Don't know that we needed that many fins, actually. I probably should reduce that to 4. Okay, probably should be alright. Anything else that we need? Struts, yeah. Now, I'm not gonna go nuts with struts, just like I normally do, because I don't think I need... Okay, that's a little weird. There we go. Don't know what was so difficult last time. Alright, I think that'll be good. And then we'll strut, actually. We'll strut this up too. Straight up to the top. Or to the landing gear. That works too. Alright, so we're gonna call this... Octo Rocket. Yeah. Mark 1. Whoops. Mark 1. Not M1. Alright. I think this is okay. I don't want the main rocket to go until I'm in the air anyway. So now, hopefully this will get us to the North Pole, or at least thereabouts. I'm gonna see if this will get me there, and if it doesn't, I don't know what I'm going to do, because I have no idea how to get science otherwise. Let's just go. Now this should be a really, really fast rocket, and that might be a problem when I get going, well, really fast, because I might burn up. This is kind of a simple rocket. Anyway, I'll just be quiet. Listen to the amazing music. Well, I would certainly say that worked for getting me into space. Now let's see how it does getting me into orbit. Should probably add some stabilization so it doesn't wobble itself to death, but oh well. That seemed to be doing pretty good. I'm really proud of that. Wow. I need to use this thing more often. Hopefully it'll survive re-entry, though. It's really sad that this has already gotten farther than most of my rockets. Can we just take a moment to look at how freaking amazing this space looks? Like, it feels like you're really in it. Like, if you didn't know the planet was right there, you'd be like, well, we're going on a crazy adventure. Don't know what my hand is doing, but whatever. And then just like, whoa, stars, galaxies, like that one right there, whoa, and then, oh, there's a planet right there. Never mind. And I'm gonna call it good in a second, because that is as North Pole as we need to get right now. Alright. I'm gonna fast forward it a little bit, not too fast, so I don't smack right into the surface of Kerbal. I've done that too many times. I'm not gonna do it again. I'm gonna actually hit regular speed and then see how high I am. Back. Oh. Maybe just 3 this time until I get to about 7. There we go. Okay, now where am I going to land? I'm going to land right about there. Alright, now I'm going to spin retrograde. Because now I can't miss it. I might as well slow down like crazy. Because I really, really, really need to. Or I'll die. Come on, we got this. We've got this. Please don't just burn up, because I'd be really sad about that. I really hope it doesn't start burning up. Oh boy. I don't know that that was a good idea, but I didn't want to start dying right there. Please don't burn up. Please don't do it. Alright, looks okay for now. Come on. Okay. Survived re-entry. Now if we can just survive the landing, that will be the next part. If I could slow down all the way, the retrograde part would be really, really simple. Well, I mean, the retrograde would be really done by that point. Slowly ease off to just face perfectly straight up. That's about good, and then we'll shut that off, and now we just fall. We can actually probably detach that now, and hopefully we don't fall faster than it. Can this parachute deploy? Yeah, it's safe. So if that starts catching up, or if we start catching up to it, we can just deploy our parachute. We should probably deploy our parachute now, actually. Okay, North Pole, here we come. I think we got this. As long as I don't die, I should be okay. Landing gear out. Okay. Actually, I could put the landing gear back in. It's going to be a second before I land. Alright, gonna fast forward just a little to make sure I actually get somewhere near the surface. Okay. This would be so boring sometimes being an astronaut. Alright, gonna lower the landing gear, and just before I hit the ground, deploy my emergency parachutes just in case. Because you never know what the ground is going to do to screw you over. And ding, light as a feather. Now, I'm going to observe the materials bay. Hey, look, a little bit of science. This is not very much science at all. This is sad. Crew report. Yay. Let's get you out and don't die. Okay. Alright. I had one instruction for him. One. That's it. Well, it's time to go to the tracking station and recover the vessel because obviously the Kerbal can't live. Yes, I will gladly get my science from it. Doesn't mean I'm going to be happy about the result of that. Alright, well, now that we know that that rocket works really well, let's have an epic launch to the South Pole this time. Alright? Does that sound like a good idea to everybody? And this time, I don't know what we're going to do about science, but it's going to be cool. We're going to get there, and we're going to have fun while we do it, darn it. And if it kills me. So, yeah. No pun intended, dang it. Look, Mom. No hands. First half of the flight. Now that I know I probably won't die, it's a lot more fun to actually play this game. Well, I mean, like, during exiting the atmosphere, that is, dying. Because apparently I'll die no matter what. When I get back onto the planet's surface, I don't get that. Like, he just glitches through the ground, and because he glitches through the ground, he dies instantly, and it's ridiculous. I'm not, like, really mad about it, but, you know, I don't find any point in being really mad at a game. I mean, yeah, there's bugs in it, and usually you have to figure out how to work around the bugs. You don't just figure out how to, it's your job to figure it out. It's not about the game developers doing something wrong all the time. In this case it is, but just don't get mad about video games. That's really my motto. More or less. Not too mad. A little frustrated, though, is never hurt anybody. Alright, so I'm going to go this direction this time. Actually going to go down just a little bit. Like -10. And rotate. And then go up to normal. Just to give myself a little bit more velocity at an angle instead of straight out, because last time I had too much velocity going up. Like, that's usually a good thing, but come on. My rocket's got the wobbles. Those fins angled weird is really getting to me now. It didn't bug me so much when I just threw them on my ship, but my OCD is kicking in. Not that I really have OCD, but it's just a thing to say, I guess. Oh, I'm curious about this island down here. Like, everything else is really mainland, and generally, except that crater thing. I'm really curious if there's anything in the center of this big crater. It's very curiosity inspiring. I might actually, in my next video, go and visit that, if I remember. Remind me. If I don't remember in the next video, you guys have to remind me to go and visit the crater, the center of it. Gotta do it. If not in a rocket, then at least a plane, because I can fly a plane easier there than a rocket. But I will fly a rocket there if that's all I've got. And I won't have a plane by next episode, so probably a rocket, unless I forget. Alright, that's good. Fast forward. Zoom. All the way there. Almost. Let's go here. Fast forward just a little. Let's face some retrograde. Okay. Yeah, now let's slow this buggy down. Because we're going to make it now. There's no way we can miss this huge Antarctic zone. It's really interesting how it just stops. I mean, it doesn't really just stop, but if you were in, like, a town that bordered that, that would be so weird, the climate. Where it goes, like, probably tropical to just Antarctic. Wow, I'm really slowing down fast with this one. Maybe it's because I started slowing down so early. Maybe. Maybe not. Who knows? Alright, we can detach this and just save this for a little bit. We should actually... Now I'm going to fast forward just a bit. Maybe until we start burning up a little. Not actually burning up, but getting some shock heating going. Speed up to avoid dying by the shock heating. Things are going a lot better than the first one. Hopefully we won't die, because I am going to get out again. I just don't want to die this time. I mean, I didn't want to die last time, and look what happened, but... Let's fast forward again, just to get closer. I want to get, like, around 5,000, probably, before I detach this thing. Alright, come on, put me retrograde. Put me at perfect vertical. There we go. And we detach. Goodbye. I won't really miss you at all. Is this safe to open? Okay, it is. I think I'll open it now. I'll deploy the landing gear just in case, and then fast forward just a little bit until I'm about here. And now my parachute can open. Right on time. And then once again I'll fast forward. Because it takes forever. Oh, Valentina's my only Kerbal left from the original group. Oh man, it's too bad she's probably going to die in this episode. That's too bad. Maybe my landing gear are just too close together. Maybe that's the thing. These little drogue chutes don't do a whole lot. She is just waiting forever. That poor soul. She wants to try so hard. The moon looks really cool right above there. I love the atmosphere effects. It feels so, like, real. Like you're just actually looking through an entire atmosphere, which you kind of are. Alright, what do we got? We've got a little bit. Oh, sorry, I didn't read the last samples. Alright, this one. The water sample has frozen solid, and the goopy samples appear to be extra goopy. Mystery goo. You observed the goo. Okay. Is the Antarctic samples just exactly the same as the Arctic? Because that is lame if that is the case. Goo report, nothing. Now, we gotta do an EVA, and you've got to not die. Okay? Okay? I'm just gonna jump off this time. Don't die. Okay? No dying. Alright. EVA report. Done. Surface sample. This isn't really this isn't really solid ground, is it? You got a sample, but feared to dig any deeper because of the startling cracking sounds the ice made. You try not to think back on how you landed here. Yeah, or landed there, that is, but... Yeah, no, I wouldn't think about it either if I were you, because we literally just crashed a super hot ship onto a bunch of ice. We flew a rocket to the South Pole. Because that is the smart way to do things. Now I'm going to grab my... Every time I do this, that just means I'm trying to get my watch down, because it starts, like, sticking and itching. Just craziness. Crazy. Who would make a watch that just itches? Alright, 1.8 science. This was the most productive day ever. Not really. Not even close. So I've got ladders all the way over there, but ladders here, 90 science. Great, or 45 science to get the airplane parts. Not sure I really want to go with that. I probably could get everything else I need without getting those. Alright, like the next thing I'm going to get probably is going to be the ladders. So I'm going to keep working up to get 90 science so I can get the ladders. Alright, so anyway, I'm going to leave this video here. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it. If you liked it, make sure to press that like button. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.